The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here goes it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 70 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Eckler is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert.
Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And it's caught. Beckham. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
I'm ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, let's go! Go!
Lawrence. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Hey, box up.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From midfield now, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted,
things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, here's Barkley. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. They find some open field here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Herbert. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 13 yards out. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Darius Slayton, 62 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Edwards. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Come on, set. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 37 seconds to go in half number 1.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On third down, Barkley. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my daddy.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Running again with Barkley on second down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can. And a loose football, and the Falcons grab it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Hey, back.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Darius Slayton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Koo now for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming and down he goes. Troy Anderson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's Barkley on the counter. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Herbert on 3rd down now. It's complete to Robinson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, hold it.
Lawrence. There's a nice move. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, I'm 7. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This pass is caught by London. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you got bombers. You got bombers.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Again, Herbert. He's got Bellinger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Herbert on 1st down now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Second and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 61 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Herbert to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
Bass on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 45, Falcons 41. Tyler Bass set the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey,
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got Eckler, and he'll have a quick first down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Bravo! Hey, Oregon! Slide!
Throwing now, Lawrence. Hitting London coming across the field. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.